Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner. Before we get started, I would like to thank a couple of people for their lovely comments, Adele and 2 cents worth. Today's a little bonus video because I'm just going to show you a little flip through of my December daily that I created. Now, it closes with a little snap, and I just did it with ribbon, so it just opens up like that. It's kind of like what is all the rage right now, it seems like, is the accordion fold journals. And the papers that I used predominantly was Blue Fern Studios Yuletide papers, and then Stamperia Christmas paper. The outside here is an Amazon box that I then tore off some of the top of it so you could see the little, edging there real well. I tore off the edges. I painted it a gold color, and then I added the torn paper on top of it and then some splatters. This is an wooden embellishment from Blue Fern Studios. The entire book is hinged with fabric, and I created this little Santa charm here. I've shown you before how I create those, but let me just show you how this book works. So as you turn each page, it reveals another page. So this is number 1 with a little journaling card in there, and I've already started it. It's, again, the first day of December. I added a tiny little bitty bell at the bottom here. Then my second day is a library card that I did a flip out with. And I hinged it with some washi tape. And this little snowflake I received in a Christmas card yesterday, and I believe my cousin made it. The Christmas card was from her, so I put that on there. Page number 3 is a belly band with a journaling card, and that's just fabric there. Page 4 is an envelope, and I actually made this last year. It is with Stampin' Up! Paper. I sewed around it. This is from Triple V Vintage, their paper, and then I just left the little strings on there, the threads. And it also then flips up. And I put a little dangle there, and it's music paper. And you can see I've hinged everything with fabric. So then the next page, there's fabric there. Number 5, a journaling card. Let's see, where did I get those? I think I told you guys already, but let me just double check in my little stash over here. I apologize that I don't have that, but I think they're so cute. Yes, those are also from Triple V Vintage off of an Etsy store. And so I added Rudolph there. And it's just a little tuck spot. Page number 6. This was a tag that I received from Triple V Vintage in my order. And so I thought I would just put it in there. What she's done is made a little tag, had some vellum here, and then put 2 little bitty cards in it. One is a vintage picture of a family around the Christmas tree. And so I put it inside another vellum pocket. This was from that Stamperia paper. And then on the side here is a little bell. Then this one is just a little tag in which I have added some ribbon, thin ribbon, both in the red and the green. And I did fold this over so it looks torn. Let me just hold that up so you guys can see that a little bit better. And what you need to do when you're making an accordion folded journal, you need to have double-sided paper so that the back side, and when I show you the back side, you'll see that. I have a little Santa charm there. Number 8, with just a little tuck spot. Most of the fabric is probably from Joann's. Number 9 is again a double little tag. This little thread I received from my sister Sherry, and that's a piece of vellum there. This was from Your Creative Studio box. And again, there's another little charm here. This is a little word that says joy. In here, this is coffee dyed paper. I had coffee dyed this myself. This is with a Stampin' Up stencil. And so that's my journaling spot there in this little envelope. That's day number 10. Number 11 is a journaling card inside a vellum envelope. So you can see real close just the image behind it. And I believe I received this ribbon from Joann's. I bought it last year. And there's a little journaling card that says Donner on it. And it slips in there. This is a fabric pocket that I sewed for number 12. Isn't that a beautiful image? And then the background paper is Stampin' Up paper. Number 13 is a little flip, and I attached a magnet to hold it closed. And this is, again, the Blue Fern Studio paper, and I hinged it with some of that paper, and then it closes with a magnet. So this is where I will journal. Number 14 is a postcard that I did some collaging of just plain paper. A lot of it was from Your Creative Studio. This paper's from Stampin' Up, and that's where I made my little tag. This background paper, beautiful Santa there, it was Stamperia paper. And then I did do a little zigzag stitch along the edge there. Number 15 is a little tag. This was a Stampin' Up die, looks like Jerusalem. This is that book page that I have from 1769. I try to put it in every single one of my journals because I just love this rag paper. And then this beautiful image of the nativity scene. This is an envelope here with a little journaling card with this cute little girl on it. And I believe I made that envelope also last year. It's kind of nice to have stuff already made. since I've already made my December daily, I will have things for next year already. This is a paper clip that I made when I was babysitting my grandchildren. That can just go there, so I could add more paper there if I want. And then this is the back of the journal. And again, I just took the Amazon cardboard and treated it the same way I did the front, and some gold splatters over this Blue Fern Studio paper. So then for the other side, you just turn it this way. This is the back cover. You could journal there, but I decided not to. This is a journaling card. It's the same image, and that is that paper clip that was on the other side, and I just clipped it on there. That's number 17, excuse me. Number 18, you can see the back of that 1700 paper. I love that you can see that there. Some music paper, We Three Kings of Orient All Are, with a little journaling card. This I made decorated CD cover. I just added a little Stampin' Up! Paper in the corners. It is hinged here with just a couple of circles. This is number 19. It folds down. The CD envelope, I apologize, I did decorate it a little bit, but it was from Triple V Vintage. I had bought a whole pack of things from her Etsy store of coffee dyed paper with Christmas stenciling on it. And I just recently got a bunch of Christmas stencils, so I won't have to do that next year. The background paper, again, is Tamperia paper. Number 20 has a little flip down card. This is where I will journal here. And then number 21 is a little tuck spot. This is Stampin' Up! Paper. I took some vellum and coffee dyed it, put in this paper. This was from Your Creative Studio that I will journal on. But this Christmas postcard I got from antique store in Gilroy, California. I'm going to turn it over. It already has some writing on it. The date is 1911, and the address is Alameda by California. So in 1911, there must have not been that very many addresses. It's, I think it says Mr. Ernest Brown, Newark, Alameda by California. Or it may say Alameda Bay, California. But isn't that fantastic, 1911? But wait till you see what else this postcard does. It has a little turn that the wheel gives you beautiful colors there. I just love that. There was no place for me to journal on there. That's why I put that other piece of paper there. Here, I had gotten this little stocking from Hobby Lobby last year. I just put a little Velcro dot on it just to hold it in place. It's got a very, very tiny journaling card in it. This is from Your Creative Studio. And I just slipped that in there. And then just to hold it in place, I just put the little glue dot, Velcro dot on it, and then that just holds it in place. This is some Stampin' Up! Paper, number 23. This is a postcard. I did stitch around it. I added an actual postage stamp on it. and then just distressed it. I cut out this scene, this Christmas scene, so it's kind of like a skyline there. Number 24 just has a little journaling card. This is some paper that I got from Italy, and this is an old received from vintage paper that I just glued on the back so I would have a place to journal. This is an envelope that I attached. If you can see, you can't see it on the other side. If I lift that up, you will see it. But I just slipped that in there, and then also there's a little tuck spot here with a tag. I colored this with some Distress Oxide ink, a green, and then there's that little joy dangle there. Number 25 is a little flip out. It flips out this way and then this way. So I can journal all along here, even I believe in there and there. And this was hinged with just some of the Blue Fern Studio paper. Isn't that image just gorgeous? This page has a fabric flip on it with a little reindeer that I attached with a bulb pin. And then the journaling spot is just a piece of paper that says Yuletide on it, and it just slips underneath that paper clip. Again, this was a paper clip that I made when I was with my grandchildren. This page here is from the Blue Fern Studios paper. The door just flips open, and then you've got this image of this little girl here. So I will journal just a little bit there and a little bit there, because this is the 27th of December, so it should be fairly quiet around my house. Number 28 is a flip up. So you just flip it up there. It's hinged with washi tape. And so that's my journaling spot there. Number 29 is also a little tag. And again, I used some of that coffee dyed music vellum. It's got a little charm with a snowflake on it. The background paper is Words to Music. Number 30 is paper from Stamperia. And this, I made this paper clip again with my grandchildren. Little gold clothespin with some cluster on it. And then a journaling card. And again with from Triple V Vintage, the Santa embroidery muslin that I bought from her. Number 31 is a little journaling card. This is Stamping Up Their Memories and More pack. And I just tore along the edge here from the Blue Fern Studio paper and then just tucked that right up in there. And then the back of it is just an image. This, I believe, I got at Michael's, and I colored it with green metallic paint, some red little dots for the berries, and then splattered it with gold paint. Another image from Blue Fern Studios, and then just the back cover. And then as you close it, this way, you're actually back at the front of the journal. So this was really a fun little journal to make. Most people that I have seen make these have only done a few pages. I've not seen one where there were this many pages. I think it's 16 pages in it, so that's quite a few pages. And so that is my December daily. I appreciate each and every one of you joining me. I made this quite tight because I didn't want it to fall apart. But thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this little bonus video. And I will see you guys again next Monday. Thanks. Bye-bye.